Good morning, I'm Madison.
I'm Majestic.
And I'm Alejandra, and it's time for another installment of your East High Eagle Eye Report. Drama Club meets this Thursday after school in D118. If you are interested in being involved in this year's play, be sure to stop by. Of course, snacks and bus passes will be provided. Now from the yearbook team. Any coaches or staff that have pictures of sports teams, please email them to me, Jonah Montes or Missy Hollander. Scholars and staff, join us for the winter break ski trip. There's an informational meeting this Thursday, January 12, in room D141. The $40 special deal includes lessons, pass, transportation, and rental. Now here's Majestic with more announcements.
Now I have a question for you. What is book club? Book club is a reading group. Usually a book club consists of a number of readers who read and talk about books based on a topic or an agreed upon reading list. Book club meets on a regular basis at a set location. Snacks are provided while the group meets, and bus passes are also provided to members. East Upper School Book Club will have their next meeting on Wednesday, the 18th in room D236 from 3:45 to 4:45. We will be starting a new book called 13 Reasons Why by Jay Asher. Here's a brief summary of the book. Clay Jensen returns home from school to find a mysterious box with his name on it lying on his porch. Inside, he discovers 13 cassette tapes recorded by Hannah Baker, his classmate and crush, who committed suicide 2 weeks earlier. On tape, Hannah explains that there are 13 reasons why she decided to end her life. Clay is one of them. If he listens, he'll find out how he made it into the list. Through Hannah and Clay's dual narrative, debut author Jay Asher weaves an intricate and heart-rending story of confusion and desperation that will deeply affect teen readers. Copies of the book are provided to members. We are still welcoming new students and staff. Please consider joining us by January 18th. Now here's Madison with more announcements.
We will be sponsoring an American Red Cross blood drive on Tuesday, January 17th. By giving, you will be helping 3 people. See Miss Flaherty in C103 to sign up. This invitation is also for staff. Hey guys, did you hear about East in Space?
No, really?
That sounds lit.
What?
Yeah, well check this out. There's more.
So when we put this into here, the light is going to pass through here?
East High chemistry teacher Mary Courtney submitted a proposal to be included in the Student Spaceflight Experiments program. It was accepted, and East is one of 21 schools in the United States and Canada selected to participate. It's the only entry from New York State. Students did research and submitted proposals of their own, and 3 of them were selected to be part of Mission 11.
At first, I just thought it was a classwork, and me, Deontay, and Taylor, we were just working on it together. And when I found out we were picked to go to space, I was so happy.
You put like your organism in here.
Deontay Johnson is the co-principal investigator of this project. In other words, he's in charge. The group tossed around a number of ideas and settled on an experiment they call the effect of microgravity on the deterioration of chlorophyll in phytoplankton. The idea behind the East experiment is to see how microgravity affects the decay of chlorophyll inside plants versus gravity on Earth. The microscopic plant phytoplankton was chosen because it's responsible for nearly 50% of Earth's oxygen.
How long they can survive in space in certain conditions would maybe be a great thing to know. Is like, we need any oxygen on a different planet. Maybe, we need some oxygen on the space station. Maybe we could produce our own oxygen on the International Space Station without, having to ship air up to the space station just so people can survive.
The students have no idea what the outcome of this experiment will be or what condition the phytoplankton will be in when they return to Earth.
Hope it lives. It would be cool if it did, because then, we'll be the first ones to experience them still living and without sunlight.
The East High experiment is scheduled to blast off into space in June. Mike Adine, Time Warner Cable News.
Congratulations to Taylor Davis, Deontay Johnson, and Binti Muhammad for having their experiment selected to represent East in the Student Spaceflight Experiment Program. But the experiment is not the only thing that will fly to the International Space Station and back. Stay tuned over the next few weeks to find out how you can use your artistic talents to send something else into space along with this experiment. This is an opportunity for every student in East Upper and Lower School to be part of the space project. More details will be announced soon.
Good morning, scholars. This is Mrs. Blocker, your proud principal. I have a few announcements that I would like to make. One, just a reminder, we will continue to do hall sweeps that are both announced and unannounced. If you take the time to get up and come to school, then we need you to be in class on time. It's also good practice for the future. When you have a job, you can't show up late or you don't have that job anymore. So please get to class on time. Second, Regents are coming up very shortly. It is critical that you attend every Regents exam you have and do your best. You need these exams to graduate. If you never take the exam, you'll never pass and you'll never graduate. We are here to help you be successful and graduate. Your goal should be scoring 80 or higher on these exams. That equates to college readiness, not the bare minimum of 65. Think about this. When you get a little older, do you want a husband or a wife that's a 65? Do you want a house that's a 65? It's barely there. Or a car that's a 65? It means it has 4 wheels and it goes, but that's it? No. You want the best, and we want the best for you. So continue working. Only your highest score will count. Only your highest score will ever show on your high school transcript. If you have received your schedule in family group, please review it very closely. If you have not received your schedule yet, when you get it in family group, please check and make sure all exams are on there that you still need to graduate, which is 1 English, 1 math, 1 science, 1 social studies, and 1 of any other subject that you are strongest in. See your counselor immediately if you see any errors. I would like to announce something very exciting. India Quick has been selected as East's Martin Luther King Jr. Award recipient. Please hear these good words that one of her teachers had to say here. In the 4 years I have known India, she has consistently been a conscientious student, a dedicated athlete to tennis, and advocates for peers on student government where she serves as treasurer. India is kind and makes positive choices. India, East is very proud of you. Thank you for representing us and embodying all the characteristics we would like to see in our scholars. Have a great day, East. Thank you.
Good morning. Attention scholars, there will be a mandatory softball meeting. Any girls interested in modified JV or varsity softball? It's now Wednesday, January 18th in the cafeteria. Grades 7 through 8th, your meeting will be at 3 p.m. and grades 9 through 12th, your meeting will be at 3:30 p.m. Bus passes will be provided for transportation. Upper school scholars, if you are unable to make it to this meeting, see Coach Moulton. Now here's your name with your words of wisdom.
Have you ever looked closely at an ant bed? There are hundreds and hundreds of ants in an ant bed. They all look exactly the same. It's impossible to tell them apart. Now think about this. Have you ever noticed how people sometimes try to look and act alike and talk alike? It makes it hard to be the one-of-a-kind person you really are. Today, remember these words from a poem by James P.K. Doyle. When friends start to tell you to be like they are, when they say you must follow no matter how far, remember it's you who decides where you go. The great thing about being a human being is that we choose where we go in life and how we get there. Today, don't be just another ant in the bed. Be the unique and unrepeatable you that you can only be. And remember, we have the power to change the world. These high. Now let's get to work.